Hello, I'm Dr. Matthew, and welcome to Doctor's Corner. Today we're going to be talking about diabetes. What is it? And for that we're going to be travelling to the University of Sussex in the seaside town of Brighton. You might have heard of diabetes and that it's got something to do with insulin. Well, you're right. There are two types of diabetes. Type 1 you're born with, but for today we're going to be looking at type 2 because that's a lot more common. Why don't we go ahead and ask a couple of students what they know about diabetes. Hi there! Over here. Hi, how you doing? So, could you tell me about diabetes? And that it's got something to do with insulin? And that there's a type 2, which is the most common type? And that anyone can get it, especially if you lead an unhealthy lifestyle. And that's why it's important to lead a healthy lifestyle. Too much sugar in what you eat and drink is your body's worst nightmare. So remember to avoid golden coloured sugary snacks for something a bit more colourful and healthy. Thank you very much. Bye. Who's next? Hello? Yes, you. Can we ask you some questions? Yeah, about diabetes. Oh, okay. Well, did you know that being South Asian or African Caribbean can actually increase your chances of getting type 2 diabetes? And if it's in your family too? Something to think about. Thank you for your time. Bye. So we know type 2 diabetes has lots of risk factors. Here's a little summary. Obesity, high blood sugar, large weights, poor diet, sitting down job, little exercise, runs in the family or ethnicity. What actually happens in type 2 diabetes? Well, this is Jenny. Since the day she was born, her liver has been making glucose to keep her energy up in between meals. Before she had type 2 diabetes, when she did have a meal or a snack with sugar or starch in it, her body would break it down into more glucose. So her brain would tell her liver to slow down its own glucose production. While this was going on, her pancreas was busy making insulin, a hormone in the body, to unlock cells, so glucose could get inside and provide energy. Now, with type 2 diabetes, when she eats something with sugar or starch, her liver doesn't get the message that there is enough glucose in the body and keeps pumping out glucose. And her pancreas has a problem too. It doesn't make enough insulin anymore. Plus the cells no longer allow the insulin to open and let the glucose in. So suddenly, her bloodstream is flooded with too much glucose, and her cells aren't getting the energy they need. So type 2 diabetes usually develops when there is too much glucose in the bloodstream. This is known as high blood sugar, and is a serious health problem. And that's why it matters what you eat. When you choose proteins and vegetables, you don't add too much extra glucose to your bloodstream. Your body likes that. Now we have our real life story with James.
10 years or so ago now, and I kind of never truly kind of accepted the diagnosis. So I went to the GP they did some more tests and confirmed that I had diabetes, and I didn't really know what it meant. So I kept doing what I was doing before. I've always liked sweet things. I like to bake and I like to eat lots. So I kind of didn't really see the need to give that up. So I just carried on as normal, really. I suppose, looking back, I was in denial really that I had what is quite a serious condition. The big thing really that sort of obviously is now still with me is I started developing sort of numbness in one of my legs, my left leg, and that was the start of something much more serious, which I never realised.
Can we have a look?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's fine. If maybe it helps other people realise what diabetes can do. So the doctors were very very good to me, I must admit. But yeah, fortunately I still have my right foot, so. Oh yeah, absolutely. I've recently taken up tennis actually, so I found that to be. I never thought I'd be a sporty person, but once you kind of have that desire to get out and be active, you kind of realise there are things out there which I do like, and it shows what can happen if you're not listening.
James's story is a rare one, yet shows us what can happen if we really ignore our body's warning signs for our health. Well, that's goodbye from me, Dr. Matthew, and I'll see you next time for Doctor's Corner.